scouring is probably the number one problem really that calf rearers have, isn't it, Karen? And how do you actually deal with that when you have a scour?
If the calf's looking sad or showing signs of scouring, it's working out whether it's nutritional or a viral infectious agent.
Calves suffering from an infectious scour can be contagious and may need medication, whereas a calf suffering from a nutritional scour may only need additional hydration and will not affect the other calves. So it's really important to identify what scour you are dealing with.
We're taking a temperature. It's obviously easier when they're drinking, but if it's a sick calf, it would be probably standing quite miserable. Right, it's beeping now, so and it stopped flashing, and it's at 38 degrees, so that's normal for a calf.
So you're pretty happy with that?
Yeah, pretty happy. It's a healthy looking calf. The normal range is from 38 to 39.5, and if it's any higher than that, then it's an infectious agent, and if it's lower, is the calf cold or is there something else?
Like pneumonia or something like that?
Something else could be happening. Hygiene's the big thing. Like for us, we're just a moving bug, so people are the carriers of the bug. So we don't want the dairy staff coming into the sheds. Other people coming into the sheds are potentially bringing bugs. So the calf rearers themselves, while we're having no problems, they still wash down their clothing and change their gloves. As soon as there's any sign of illness or anything happening, then we really knuckle down. So the big secret is to stop it from even happening in the first place through feeding your colostrum, and then onto making sure that all your basics are done well and you're keeping everything as hygienic as we possibly can.
So what about actually treating calves with antibiotics if you do have a problem arise? How do you go about that?
So if we're going to treat one, always have a clean syringe and a new needle and a nice sharp needle, and it's just a matter of some of them are subcutaneous, so they're under the skin, and others are intramuscular. So on a calf or a cow or any animal, you have a triangle of area that is the golden area for injecting.
Yeah.
And if you're doing under the skin, you can go under the skin just behind in here, where there's a good lot of skin, or in the neck. Okay. So it's just a matter of making sure the calf is contained and held firmly, and make the whole procedure as kind as you possibly can for them.
Yeah. And when do you decide when to actually treat a calf with an antibiotic?
As soon as there's a high temperature. So, and it's just working out. With years of experience, it's like, right, this one might need endomycin, this one might need a white penicillin. But that's where you need to have veterinary input, especially if you're not confident with it.
Yeah, to help you make the decision which is the definite option.
Yeah. And as long as when you do run a course of antibiotic, it's just like you and me, you have to run that whole course. So if it's 3 days treatment, it's 3 days treatment on the same time each day.
Yeah.
Rakaia Island use neck ties as a way to easily identify sick calves or slow-drinking calves. This means the calf rearers know exactly which calves need some extra attention at feeding time.
So coccidiosis is quite a debilitating disease for calves, obviously a parasitic infection. How do you sort of combat that here at Rakaia Island?
So for us, we actually put Bovitec straight into the milk.
Right.
Yeah. So it's, we're very careful. We put in quite a low amount so that nobody ends up poisoning the calves or making them crook. And but we need to, just purely on our numbers.
Yeah. And what about, are there any other ways that you get coccidiosis into the calf?
Through your pellets.
So when you do get those odd cases of coccidiosis come up, what do you actually do to combat that?
So we use Baycox, and that's sort of a one-off dose that we can give them.
So I guess you use the coccidiostat to prevent coccidiosis, but if you have an infection arise for whatever reason, using something like a coccidiostat can really help to knock it on the head.
Totally, yeah.